17 Springs for a one-day training event. The goal is to boost efficiency, safety, and quality in K through 12 kitchens. Organizers say they want to use it as a chance to bring better meals to your kids. The Equal Justice Initiative is expanding once again, this time with a new conference center and hotel called Elevation. The founders are
14 on WHBB. Good morning on this Thursday morning. So we are now live also on YouTube on the selmapostherald.com YouTube channel. I will add the link to Facebook by tomorrow. And if you want to get to the YouTube channel, the simplest way to do it is to go to the selmapostherald.com website on the home page, and you'll see under the slogan History in the Making, you'll see the sports tab, and under the sports tab, WHBB's Viewpoint, and a picture of the WHBB logo in the studio. So, which is what we usually see unless we have a guest. Every once in a while, I'll stick my head in, that may change in the near future, but for the time being, the Selma Station AM 1490 logo. You can click that picture and it will take you straight to the live stream on YouTube, and I'll add the link to the Facebook page on tomorrow. And like I say, this is a work in progress. But now going back to the situation in the Middle East, I hope things work out. This would be a significant, this is being described as a significant step forward. Both the Palestinians in Gaza and the Israelis in Israel are celebrating because of the potential end of war. The second anniversary of this tragic and horrific attack on Israel was just 2 days ago, October 7th, and it's considered by many to be the 9/11 for Israel, just as we in the United States were attacked on September 11th, 2001, with nearly 3,000 people that perished. The difference in what happened in New York on 9/11, in Pennsylvania, Washington, and what happened in Israel on October 7th is that I think approximately 1,200 Israelis at a concert, they were at a music festival, a lot of young people, different ages, and some were beheaded, some were tortured, some were raped, and then they took 250 hostages, of which are left now. I understand, according to most news sources, 20 of the 250 hostages that were taken are still alive. And then there's another 28 or 30 bodies of the deceased. And President Trump has said that the families of the deceased are as adamant about being able to bury their dead. And so they want their bodies back. But that's just a terrible thing. Can you imagine, the kind of torture that they had to endure and experience? Anyway, hopefully this is another chapter in history that will come to an end. War is good. There's always uh, casualties, and there's always a lot of bad things that happen as a result of war. Um, Oddly enough, I don't know if Israel has won the public relations war or not. Hamas and the Palestinians and anti-Israeli groups, even in this country, have been very effective in the public relations war. Your public relations war can be as deadly as the actual war, and certainly in terms of encouraging more action and leading to death. Now, there's a couple of people who are saying in this country now we're developing an assassin culture. Well, I mean, well, when I think about it, that's, that's been developing a long time. If we just, if I just look at the movies is enough. Assassins have been glorified, but what has happened that's different is now people that differ with each other politically, especially on the national level, are resorting to violence. I think I heard somebody, this is why they couldn't possibly be thinking about history. Someone, one of the parties, remember, said that the Republicans want to start another civil war. I've gotten to the point of where I'm burnt out and tired of some of the slogans and the obvious. At one point, it becomes so obvious that the people are either lying or exaggerate. And what that tells me is they have totally underestimated the general public, or they don't care. They've normalized lying has become normal in many of these cases, and so I think it's sad. Another thing that I'm looking at Portland, Oregon. Um, I'm accused of being homophobic. Their governor is a lesbian who says she uh, she thinks that she can take her wife downtown Portland and not be assaulted because it's peaceful. I must have seen something different, from the video being shown. Some have even accused, some have said the Republican Party has manufactured a riot. You know. And I guess I could maybe buy into it if it had not been that it's happened so many times before in Portland in Antifa, who they say doesn't exist. But they're zeroing in on how it's being funded. It's gonna be a big story. Funding, uh, we talk about a lot of the differences culturally between black and white teens. Well, it appears to me that some of the Antifa participants they look like rich white kids. Is what I'm thinking. Well, it's going to come out. I don't know about. I don't know. Really, I don't really see any people of color in Antifa. So they're violent groups that are your attack dogs being used depending on what state it is. Portland seems to be the one leading the way presently. Do you remember when the World Bank several years ago, the World Bank was meeting in Portland, and Antifa reared his head then. I mean, you were talking decades. So we know they exist. But again, public relations war is what uh, is what I'm watching. And the other place I'm watching is Virginia. How does he's African American, but I'm sorry, you know, he has been, it has been proven a fact that he texted that he was fantasizing about murdering a political opponent and his children. And this is, this guy wants to be the top law enforcement official in the state of Virginia. I'd be surprised and shocked if the people of Virginia go along with And then you've got the race between the lieutenant governor, current lieutenant governor, and two women are going up against each other as governor of Virginia. But the lieutenant governor is conservative, and the Democratic candidate is liberal, but will not own up or no, is dodging questions about her platform. Because remember, Virginia is where the parent was arrested and abused, simply was showing up at a school board meeting and ask him, in this case, his daughter had been raped in the bathroom by a person that said they were transgender, and he ended up being abused. What's wrong with that picture, folks? Viewpoint, you on the air. Yes, sir. How are you this morning? well, that's one kind of discrimination I would welcome. Don't say it too loud because it'll be on the news by this afternoon.
You gotta do it on the sidewalk. You gotta do it where it's not hurting anybody. You're not putting it on these buildings. You gotta, respectfully, it's not. The consequences is, I go back to being raised. I didn't like because I was scared about this year, which is not. The consequences do those, and I hate to say it, somebody needs their foot for if the consequences aren't severe enough to stop you from doing the action to start with, then you need to look at the consequences and adjust them accordingly. We still what if you're going to attack a police officer or a police officer, you're liable to put your foot in your head. And you also have to blame that if you put yourself in that situation where you're trying to harm somebody, if they protect themselves, you can't hold them accountable. You put yourself in that situation. I just don't understand. And this now running for AG in Virginia, we've got politicians, Democratic politicians that are trying with him. And promoting him, even though he sent out those tweets or emails, whatever they were, fantasizing about putting two bullets in his opponent's head. And how could you, how would it be possible that anybody would say, well, he just made a mistake, I still need to vote for him either? I mean, I don't understand how come along. Randy, where do we fail?
I don't know. I don't know how they get away with it. Wearing these masks and attacking law enforcement. What's starting to become normal, and what I'm hearing, well, since President Trump is on his second term, what I'm really hearing from the other side is, well, we lost, so and we don't see any way of winning in the future. So let's have a civil war. Let's fight. Let's duke it out violently with violence. What happened to being good losers and regrouping and being competitive? Uh, but they got a lot of some real twisted. I'm sorry, some real twisted ideas on the left of the Democratic Party, in my opinion.
I mean, they shut down. If you're going to pay after to convince people it's because of their health care, well, health care is not a right. It's a gift from the government. It's a gift from us to try to help take care of everybody. But $37 trillion in debt, and these fools that we elected have put us in this position. We keep listening to them. I mean, our representatives are just as bad as all the rest of them. We elected these fools, and they keep putting us further and further in debt, and we keep believing it's okay. Because they're so shiny object for us to grab a hold of.
because socialism doesn't work. And I don't know. It frustrates me that we're so stupid. We fall for this. Just because somebody's going to give us something, we think it's free. Well, if we get something free, somebody had to pay for it. And $37 trillion in debt, and that's unsustainable. And when it falls apart, you're going to have the have-nots and have. And when that happens, you're going to see us go to war. You're going to see dead people in the street. And all these people say, oh, we got a lot. That's going to go out the window when you're hungry.
Well, wait until if the candidate in New York, I can't pronounce his name, but if the yes sir, if the admitted socialist, really communist, if he wins, and it looks like he has a real good chance of winning because of the Democratic political years time or before he gets out of office, I think what you just described could very well happen in New York City.
It really, it frightens me, because I know that, the Bible says things are real chaotic and there will become a time when right becomes wrong and wrong becomes right. I think that's where we are.
That's where we are now. Yes, sir. I agree. I think that's about where we are now.
Well, I hope you common sense can get in here and reach now, people that could love each other, and try to help one another. I think it's, I just don't know when, but hey, go outside today, Randy. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you. Yes, sir. I'm gonna enjoy this Selma, Alabama air and not have right now we're not having to deal with the same kind of unrest as they are in Portland, for instance, huh?
All right, buddy.
Yes, sir. Have a good day. Viewpoint, you're on the air. Good morning. How are you?
This is the subject that y'all were just talking about. This is my opinion. I think there are three things, right? He's talking about the people and political climate in this country. Number one is sin itself. Number two is a rogue system. I get both of those go hand in hand. And the stupid judges that we play, the federal system here, right, is supposed to go against everything that they're supposed to be standing for. And number three, there's a war going on between the Republicans and the Democrats. And they're not doing their job because they're fighting each other so much. They don't even remember they went in office. That's just my opinion, because I think wrong with this country right now. That's not the main thing I called for. I promised the person that I would call about. I was in our local water department yesterday. Extremely busy lately for some reason. I don't know if it's the time of the month. They usually, kind of slow down. But I was there yesterday. And I got a month or two ago, there's sort of cash registers out. I've got about 15 or 20 registers. I went in there yesterday. There was lines of people backed up all the way down the grocery line. Even get by to go shopping because of it. They had 3 cash registers open. 3 cash registers open. Piles and piles of groceries. People were and they could have cared. And they could have, and they cared yesterday. They was cashiers, managers, whatever they are. They had one standing around doing nothing, but basically looks like they were enjoying the fact that people were standing up and they were not to get out there. And we stood there. we're cash registers open. You don't, and I mean, the customers and all the registers can't handle them. That's one thing. Have theirs open, workers to help you, and they don't waste any time in you. If you put Alabama, not going to happen. Trying to close it, or we can only have this registers open. Right. So a bunch of hard work. When you got any customers in a store, you need to accompany folks to waiting in a timely manner. It's sickening. And we don't have any choice here in South. It's just going to open up soon. It's not since I in there, we go and sit down with those people and say, start doing what you do to accommodate our citizens and get somebody in here and do it, because I'm thinking with it, and I saw a lot of other customers that I this morning, not that it do any good, but we need to change the way we get out of.
Don't feel bad. I was in there one day, and there were more people at the. There were more employees waiting for you to come out, not at the checkout line, but to get out the door. You know, to check your receipt. There was more of them than there were cashiers.
Why are they there if they're not willing to use?
Like you, the three cashiers that were open were being overwhelmed because the lines were so long, and each line looked like just about every person in the line had a full basket that was open.
Someone that said, you cannot call we can't get enough people to deliver. But employees won't open those registers.
Well, let me ask you a question. So if I'm the only game in town, and I'm generating millions of dollars in tax revenue, I would imagine that if I was in their position, I would be threatened. Well, you don't want me, we'll leave. And you tax dollars.
The way I feel, I don't know what to answer, but if I can find the answer real quick, I'm not going to need this registers.
Well, it's like you said, we do have options. People can go to Montgomery and Prattville and Tuscaloosa and Demopolis to shop.
Small is packed all the time, and their registers are open, and they appreciate their customers when they come in there.
Well, not only that, I remember in some of my travels in rural communities that I've been a part of, they would when the Walmart would come in, they would shut down 10 or 15 locally owned businesses. So if they continue that, though, they may reopen those 10 or 15 businesses that were closed down. Competition is healthy.
They don't appreciate us. Right from what it amounts to. They take us for granted now. Only because we're the only gambling ground. And that needs to get rid of us. I appreciate it, Randy. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing that up. Viewpoint, you're on the air.
Okay.
Good morning. How are you?
All right. We're talking talking about
What was that?
You're talking about big talking about single.
Yeah, well, I heard. I don't remember which one it was. It said. He said I have to go back through my notes. I don't have them, but he said the Republicans must want to reenact the Civil War again because of the shutdown. And really, technically, you're only 5 Democratic votes away from reopening the government and ending the shutdown. So the Democrats are in control of this.
but still, all the time. All the time. And,
Well, I guess it depends on what network you listen to.
no, sometimes everything
Out there, but which is it's unrealistic. And how many people really and truly want to live in America during a civil war? How many people really want to live like? How many people really want to go through what they're going through in Chicago and Portland right now? Yeah, and Antifa doesn't exist, huh? They don't exist, right? You know, you make me laugh because it's an insult to the general public's intelligence, and I think it's gonna come back and bite everybody on the butt politically. And people are admittedly anarchists. Do you know what an anarchist is? Do you know what an anarchist is? Anti anti anything, pro chaos. And anarchists believe in chaos. They don't believe in government or law and order. They believe in chaos. I'm not familiar with that. I don't study those groups that you just mentioned. I know there's a lot of groups in the country that are racist, black and white. But I'm not familiar with what they do. I really can't speak on it. But I am familiar with Antifa and I am familiar with anarchy. Yeah. I'm sick of hearing about January 6th. Like I said, I've seen more violent dust ups in North Philadelphia when I was a child 50 years ago. Well, I think that, and again, I'm nonpartisan, but many of the Democrats are sore losers. You're a sore loser. You're a sore loser. You're a sore loser. Man up. Be a man. Man up. No, I'm not. I don't. No, I don't. The good news is this program is recorded, so I can prove, but I can prove my point. And not just that, I'm going to start doing some other things. I'm getting tired of the lies. I'm going to prove my point. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not surprised because there's a lot of perversion that's taking place in the church. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about it. I'd have to look into it. No, I guess I'm too busy watching these perverted adults try and make children question what sex they are. I'm more interested in watching what they're doing to minors and trying to make them question whether they're male or female based on not how they're born or what somebody else wants you. They want to groom. They're trying to do is groom the freaks of the future. And I'm speaking sexual perversion, not freaks of nature. You've heard me talk about that too. I've come down on them too. No, you don't. You have a selective memory. Well, when we stopped, I heard a sound bite this morning. I believe it was on Channel 8. It was a black teenager. He said, when I came around, I turned the corner over the weekend on Saturday night, and all I saw was a crowd of black teens that were being attacked and shooting at each other. You go tell him that black teenagers don't have a problem. They're not up against it. They don't have some issues that we need to help them deal with. You tell him to be in denial and that there's no problem and that black teenagers don't have some issues with violence and guns that they are affected by. You go tell them that. You're in denial. No, you say I'm talking about black people. I'm down on black people. What I need to be telling black people is sugarcoat it. Everything is hunky dory. We don't have a problem. Let everybody be. We're gonna succeed in entertainment and all be successful athletes. Don't worry about any other profession. I have mentioned that. I said there's two different types. I've talked about it. So that's why I say you have a selective memory. Running out of time. Let me give you the last word. You don't hear me say that. I say the black kids and teenagers are brilliant. I say they're brilliant. And people like you are telling them you can't make it because you're going to be discriminated against. You telling them the glass is half full. I mean, half empty. I'm telling them the glass is half full. I'm an optimist. Anyway, thank you for calling up this break. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Automobile to tell you, Vinny Austin at City Tune-Up. Vinny is an ASE certified master technician and makes sure that every vehicle is cared for properly. Dependable and guaranteed service. Repairs on your automobile? Call 334-874-6689 for City Tune-Up, 2899 Citizen Parkway, Selma. Independent community pharmacy has never been more important to our community's health than now. With all the advances and treatments, people are able to live longer with serious medical conditions. Dr. McBride pharmacists are experts in drug therapy and medication management, and most accessible and available healthcare professionals to answer questions related to your prescribed medications. Dr. McBride Drug Company cares about your health, and they're here to help. 101 Broad Street, historic downtown Selma. Dave Market now makes and sells delicious Hunt Brothers pizza. One topping or 10, the price is the same. That's right, no extra charge for extra toppings. And yes, Dave's also makes and sells Hunt Brothers wings too. Both are delicious. Call the store at 334-431-5267 and place your order, and they'll bring it out to you. Have them make it like you want it while you're shopping in the store. Hunt Brothers Pizza now at Dave's Market, Highway 22, Valley Drive. Every season is great at Hunt State Park. From holiday storage to spring and summer hardware, there is a Hunt State Park project for you. It's all in zero down. No credit check, free delivery, and low monthly rent to home payments. Alabama's top-rated #1 selling portable barns. And don't forget, 90 days cash. Hunt State Barns are built in Alabama for Alabama. Visit the website, huntstatebarns.com, and see all the models, including brand new styles and sizes. prices. Take a tour of 19 different models, styles, and sizes, and find a dealer near you at statefarm.com. It's the highest quality and most affordable storage solution with the industry's longest front-to-back 6-year warranty. Zero down, no credit check. Low monthly rent-to-own payments and free delivery anywhere in Alabama. And it's always 90 days, same as cash. Cotton State Farms, built in Alabama. Cotton State Farms.
1490 WHB. I laugh because I think sometimes, you know, I know several people over the years that I've met and have worked with in have been in the same environment. Black people, they want to fool the community and thinking they really care about. So what they'll do when they see somebody like me, they say, "Oh, you're not a leader because I never see you disagree with white." Well, somewhere in my memory, I seem to remember that Mark Duke, the founder of the Freedom and leader of the Freedom Foundation, was white. We bumped heads upside and down from the time that we met to the time he left. He was white. If it's not necessary, why am I going to just criticize a white leader or a white business person or white politician simply because they're white? That is ignorant. And it's that kind of leadership. That's why you got the kind of mass violence that the good African American teenagers are being bullied by and being terrorized by because of that kind of thinking. Those same folks that would accuse me of not standing up to white folks and representing black people's interests, you can't find anything to measure that they've done to help anybody, let alone black teenagers or black people. Be right back.
Reliable and GM. Now, some folks will say the football season is hunting season. We're right in the middle of football season. So come on down, folks. If you're getting ready to head out to a high school game or a college game, or maybe even a NFL game, we can get to ride with you from something in good gas mileage all the way up to Tahoes and Yukons, and Suburbans and Yukon XL. Or you might want to go in a pickup truck. We got you covered there too. So whatever you're looking for when it comes to traveling, we can fix you up in a brand new Chevrolet or GMC here on the lot, ready to go, ready for you to come in and pick out the one that you want to drive. And of course, you're not going to let anybody beat what's offered here at Reliable. We've got the computer. We'll put in all the information and it'll spit out the best possibility for you. That's right, George. We're not going to sit here and talk about you saving tens and 20 and thousands of dollars. We're going to say, hey, come in and sit down with pick out the unit that you want. We're going to put your code in and the unit that you choose, and we're going to let your computer show you all the different choices that you have in saving money right here at Reliable Chevrolet GMC. And don't forget about the great selection of pre-owned automobiles. A great selection of makes and models and price ranges for you to come out here and look at. All service and ready to go. We can do the financing for you. We'll set up with all the major banks and credit unions, and of course, GM Financial. We can handle it all. As I say all the time, we're a one-stop shop. Reliable Chevrolet and GMC, 14th Street, downtown Selma, phone number 872-2337. Check us out on our website at reliablegmc.com.
Congratulations to Peak Insurance, recently voted best insurance agency in the Summertime Journal Reader's Choice Award. A big round of applause for Warren Adams, named Best Customer Service Representative. And for Chase Uzi, voted Best Insurance Agent. Let's take a moment to say something very important. Thank you to our loyal customers who continue to trust us with your insurance needs year after year. Your confidence means everything to us. I'm Owen Peak. At Peak Insurance, we're proud to be the only locally owned independent insurance agency in Dallas County. From helping you choose the right coverage to standing by your side if you ever have a claim. We represent many great insurance companies. We're also honored to be the exclusive representative of homeowners insurance in Dallas County. The other top-rated carriers. So once again, from all of us here at Peak Insurance, thank you for your loyalty and thank you for your confidence. Stop by and see us at 1000 Wall Street in Selma. Call today or visit peakinsurance.com. Peak coverage.
1490 WHBB Viewpoint, you're on the air. You've got 60 seconds. That's not true. Okay, you're out of time. Got to go to the next caller. Viewpoint, you're on the air. Good morning. How are you? About the same, fair to Midland. What's on your mind this morning? I'm not sure. It's been back and forth between the state and the city. I'm not sure who owns it now.
I just wondered about it. It's doing all this money.
Historic preservation.
Ain't that hospital been historical?
And it can't get any more historic than Good Samaritan Hospital. And it was just open the circle. I guess 10 years ago, they were open. They had the drugstore and a couple of doctor's offices. Yeah, you're absolutely 100%. You're absolutely right.
They're throwing all this money by opening historical churches and everything. How come they ain't done none of that?
I don't know the political will. I don't know what they probably, I'll tell you, I remember in 2007, Winnie Mandela, the wife of Nelson Mandela, came to Selma, and she said she was abhorred at what she had seen in Selma, and she blamed the Black leadership for allowing the city to deteriorate. That was Winnie Mandela, the world's premier Black revolutionary.
We're not doing something about it, nothing. In charge of April past what? 23 years? Nothing changed.
That was her point. That's why she held them responsible, because she felt like that leadership should have been leading the way, leading the fight to bring the city to where it needed to be.
Well, I mean, he left. And ain't a damn thing changed. That works. You can't watch space. You can't get garbage up. I mean, I had anything folks, I think you're leaving town left and right. And nobody saying nothing.
Well, what can I tell you? Again, Winnie Mandela put it on the head, and it just so happened she was one of the people instrumental in inviting Winnie Mandela to Selma. But that's another story.
You could have all these daggone crazy politicians coming to town. Yeah. You know what? There's nothing to what you say right now.
Well, to Mr. Smitherman, to his credit, what he did, and this is what I'm saying, people misinterpret many times what they hear me say. But I say that many people have learned, and a lot of Black organizations and politicians have learned how to win elections, but have we learned how to govern? Mayor Smitherman, I'm told, would get up every morning and walk and ride the streets of Selma to see the condition of the streets, who was or was not doing. He learned how to govern. whether you like them or not.
Yeah. I made some mistakes in my life.
We all have.
I mean, first admit, but I made three screw-ups in my life. And don't care about whether the people out here, Barack Obama and George Bush.
Well, look, we're out of time. Thank you for calling. Let me say this: I think that the new mayor coming in, Mayor Johnny Moss Jr. I think he's got the skill set, and I think he's going to get the job done. We need help. Stay tuned for Fox News on WHB Selma.
Security cabinet is about to and implement a ceasefire for Gaza. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. It's the first phase of the plan that Israel and Gaza agreed to, brokered by President Trump.